Hello, I'm Katherine, and you found the Katherine Corner. Today we are going to talk about Bad Times at the El Royale. So this is a movie. It came out, it was in theaters not too long ago. I went to see it with somebody. I did not go. Well, what happened is I went to see Star Wars with someone last year. It was actually, exactly a year ago. And we got these tickets because the projector didn't work at the theater, so they gave us free tickets. And it took us this long to be like, wow, these tickets are expiring, we need to use them again. And this was the movie that was out, and we thought, let's just see it. We have to use the tickets, whatever. So we went to see the movie, and this is going to be a rant, basically, of what I thought of the movie. It's kind of like a review, but it's also more personalized. It's not really a review. You can get a review anywhere, but if you want to hear me talk about it, here it is. You know? So there are all these characters. There's some singer. There's this furniture salesman who's actually part of the CIA. He's a liar. There's a priest who is not a priest. He's also a liar. There's a girl who's a sister, and she like kidnapped her own sister, her younger sister, put her in the back of the car and came to the hotel, but you don't find that out until a little bit later. Oh yeah, by the way, there's spoilers. Don't watch this unless you want to be entertained by a rant, you know. So, any other characters? Let's see. Oh yeah, the guy who works at the hotel. The guy who works at the hotel also, it's weird because he's like shooting up in the back of the hotel, so he's not really working, he's just shooting. It's like just a place for him to have his little heroin den, and that's it. So it's not really a hotel, actually, it's just a den. And so you go around, and the first guy who dies is the CIA guy, and he's really dumb because he like gets rid of all the cars, like he fucks around with the engines, and he's like, okay, now no one can leave. And then he goes around and dies. So no one else knows how to fix the cars, necessarily. Unless, I don't know, I guess in the past maybe people knew more about cars. I certainly don't. If I were in that movie, I would not have known how to fix my freaking car. I probably wouldn't have driven to that hotel anyway. I don't know what I would have been like in the 1950s. But anyway. Then you got the priest who's like tearing apart the room because he like his brother and him stole some money, and then he was in prison. Then he's like, oh, I gotta find the money. So he's going under the floorboards, and he's like, oh no, the money's not there. Fuck, what am I gonna do? So then he drugs someone. He drugs the singer girl, and he's like, I'm gonna go in a room and I'm gonna tear shit up and find my money, right? But she never actually drinks the drink that has the drugs in it. She bashes him in the head, yeah, which is great. And then let's see, the sister with the kidnapped sister. The younger sister who gets kidnapped, like, this girl is just, she, like, calls a cult leader. She's like, hey, you want to come find us? And then, like, the cult leader comes, and he freaks the fuck out, and he's like, guys, I'm going to kill you, all of you, because I'm a cult leader, and I like to do that. I like fucking around with everyone's lives, yay. And he's like, it's very obvious he's fucking the girl, the sister, but it's, like, the younger one, and she's not 18. She's not 18. So... And then the older sister's like, she's not 18. And he's like, bam, psh, you're dead. So, and then like, the singer's like, she's not 18. But he's like all emotional at that point. And he's like, okay, let's play a game. Let's make things weird and let's play Russian roulette, And then, like, the guy who was a heroin addict, this is a very disjointed story. Everything I'm saying doesn't really make a lot of sense. Because the movie's like that. You watch and you're just like, oh, how many storylines are we talking about? Okay, how many characters? Are they alive? Are they dead? I don't know anymore, So, the guy who was a heroin addict has gotten shot multiple times. I don't know how he's still alive. He's, like, trying to confess to the priest, and the priest is like, well, he doesn't say it, but everyone else is like, he's not a priest, can't you tell? Something happens where someone bashes someone else, or, like, fights. Oh, no, what happens is, the heroin addict decides, oh my god, I can't shoot anyone, but he's able to get a gun, and then he finally shoots, so he gets the courage. So he was like having some sort of crisis, and it's like, this is your time to save everyone. Sure, you're shooting people, you're shooting the bad people, so it's fine, like, come on. And then, even though everyone's like, no, this guy's not a priest, the priest is like, let's do your confession while you die in this burning hotel. And then the singer and the priest run away, and they have their money, and everyone else is dead, though. So basically what happens is everyone dies except the singer and the priest. And I guess those characters are probably the best characters in terms of they're not inherently terrible people. Like the the priest guy, you feel really bad for him because he was actually losing his memory and he can't remember certain things. So he, in the past, stole money, but I'm not sure if he did anything bad other than stealing money. Because stealing money isn't the same as being a cult leader and killing everyone. So, I mean, and the other thing is, compared to all these other characters, he is really good. Like, he's not doing anything horrible. Because the whole hotel is supposed to be, like, people come and they do bad shit and they beat actors, or I don't know. Like, they do stuff that's scandalous and then everyone's like, oh my god, you did that? And it's like, well, it seems to be... Why else would you come to the El Royale, right? Why else would you come here so people can, like, videotape you and then... I mean, maybe that's why no one stopped at the hotel anymore. I don't know, it's kind of sketchy. That's an open question of why did people go to this hotel when every time anyone went to the hotel, like, their secrets would be out. You think that after, like, 1 year of that happening, that's it. Like, they'd be like, oh, well, don't go there, right? It was also in California. Like, why don't they have the hotel in, like, D.C., which is where all these politicians and important people usually are? Like, questions. So the singer also, she was told, you'll never really make it to the top. And then she got the money. So then she's like, well, I made it to the top by just finding money. Yeah, so she doesn't really have to work to the top anymore. Now she can just sing 'cause she likes to sing, and that's it. And that's the end of the movie. Doesn't happen. Let me know what you thought of this movie. The more I talk about it, the more I find weird unanswered questions where I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, what's going on? The creepiest part of this movie was the cult leader with the whole, like, girl who's not 18. Like, she was not 18. This was supposed to be set in the 1970s, like, late 60s, early 70s. And, like, he could have, like, had sex with, like, all these other women that were 18, but he chose the one that was not 18. I don't know, there's something about that where it's like, that was what he wanted, right? He's like, hey, you're not 18? Aw, yeah, let's get this going. It's insane. So the sister's like, well, who knows, like, she could have been like, okay, you're not 18, this is bad. She could have been, like, sane, or she could have been jealous, like, I'm 18, like, why don't you want me? It could have been something like that, but you don't find out because he shoots her in the face, so you don't know. So, it's a fun movie. Another question, right? Why did he want to fuck the girl that was not 18 when he could have fucked, like, he could have been fucking 19, like, anyone who's 18, I swear, like, he could have had whatever he wanted, but he decided to go the route that makes him look the most evil, and that was the not 18 route, So, alright. If you like this video, like it, subscribe if you want more, and follow my Instagram. If you'd like more rants or you'd like me to review or talk about a specific movie, let me know in the comments section. Goodbye.